Hello, welcome back to Bald and Bored Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bored.
And today we are bringing you another unboxing, live learn, and playthrough of a recently released game. And today, it is Spark Riders 3000. All right, so we are going to scan. We're going to do a quick little, actually.
As he does that, I'm going to open this rule book. I'm just going to grab out the parts we need here. And then there's a whole, which I like this. This is something a lot of games don't do in this style.
The icons?
Yeah.
On the dice?
So, but not just it, everything.
Off the side.
So right here, we actually have a symbols list. And is it on the back of the cards as well? It's not. A symbols list that says literally for each die, and it marks it with the color, what each of the results equal. And then it also goes through and says, okay, here's what, like a component token. Here's what the component token looks like. The cards, here's what all of those cards stand for. So I kind of like that. That nice. Does that. A lot of games will just be like, well, oh, you have your dice, and like it'll tell you on different pages, but it's not like right in the front sometimes for like the die actions.
I prefer if they're on the back side of the rule book.
Oh, sure.
Then you don't have to open it up to look. Is it on the back of this one?
It is not. This just goes through some of the other stuff.
Okay, that's a quick rule. So at least that's kind of nice too, though. Like it has quick rules, which probably the things people forget about the most to jump on.
So here we go. So this says here, download play the app. The mobile app is Iris, the artificial intelligence of your spaceship. It is at cutting edge of intergalactic technology and will be the most precise ally. And you can use him to guide you real time to set up the game.
You're just, no, you can't.
What?
You can't go through this like an analyst and just find out the important
I was just saying about the app.
No.
You can read the whole thing, fine.
Spark Riders 3000 is a space survival hybrid co-op game for 1 to 4 players. You play the riders, the crew members of the Spark spaceship. Assemble your crew, each with unique skills, and jump into a new adventure. Your mission? Reach the destination to deliver the precious shipment. To succeed, you must survive the onslaught of the many aliens who want to destroy you. If you want to reach your destination in one piece, you'll have to pilot, shoot, and tinker with the Spark.
So we are Futurama.
Pretty much. Beware, if the main rooms of the Spark are destroyed, you fail.
So that's what obviously your shields on all these are for.
So
now it says the mobile app.
Now it says the mobile app is Iris, the artificial intelligence of your spaceship. It is a cutting edge of intergalactic technology, and it will be your most precious ally. Here Iris says, I will guide you in real time to set up the game. My interface informs you about the state of the rooms, the status of the thrusters, the speed of the ship, and moves and attacks of the aliens, the distance traveled, and the environments you travel through. There is more. I will transmit communications with the base and the characters you meet on your way, the routes you follow, or the secondary objectives you achieve. Be aware, your choices will significantly influence the progress of your mission. Each mission lays out a unique, surprising, and immersive scenario that you can play several times. Uncover all its secrets to beat your highest score.
Or beat your high score.
That also says that. Never forget, there is a strength
about my reading.
Communication, coordination, and cooperation are key to success. Helping each other is crucial to the success of your mission. And then, so then it references the how to play tutorial video that you can watch if you'd like to.
So let's see here. So in the actual rule book, it tells you generic setup.
Because I wasn't reading the actual rule book.
No, I mean versus, yeah. So in the actual, it talks about setup. It goes over pretty much all the components, it looks like here. Mm-hmm. So it looks like we should be able to do it through here and not have to watch the 25-minute video.
Yeah, I would imagine they would force you to do the video.
It'll tell you, all of the steps of all of this.
So instead you can watch our 25-minute video.
Which might be like 40 minutes, I don't know.
Our live learn.
All right. So do we want to top in this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put this off to the side for now, because we're not going to need that yet.
That's not in the way.
I'm going to nail it.
Just don't.
So goal of the game, to win, you must accomplish your mission, reach your destination. Located thousands of astronomical units away from your starting point. So you're traveling space to get from your starting spot where you got a delivery package and actually making the delivery. The game is over if any of the things happen. The cockpit is destroyed. The Nexus is destroyed. Both thruster rooms are destroyed, which is your engine and your cargo bay. The back one's there. So in the mobile app, you choose your mission. Each mission is unique and independent, just like Nick read on the previous page. The application actually will announce your score when the mission in the game is over. Either way, either pass or fail. All right, so setup. Launch the app and place on the gaming table. Choose a mission and finish the setup of the board before starting the game. Crew members. For 2 to 4 players, each player chooses a crew member. If you're alone, choose 2 crew members. Each player takes a character card, their help token, and their character.
You want to do it randomly, or do you want to choose? Keep it fun. Random. It's not like we would really know what we would need anyway, so...
If this is your first game, we recommend playing as one of these 3 characters, but we never listen to that.
We're definitely not going to do that. We never do that. Oh, I got Carl.
Watch me get the other one. No, wait, is that the other one?
No, they're both droids.
Oh, no, Nova's one of the ones that says you should play as.
I got the big doofy looking droid, which fits me as being a big doofy looking person. You got Nova.
Yes.
What's she look like?
The one with the eye expansion thing. I don't know what you call this. Cyber eye.
Eye expansion. That's a guy.
She looks.
Eye expansion. There you go.
Cyber eye.
You got Leela.
No, she has 2 eyes.
No, not really. No.
Yeah, she does.
No, she has purple hair and 1 invisible eye. That's Leela.
And the eyes on the correct side of her face. She also has slash through like Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
All right. So for these crew member cards, we should also have a help token, which is somewhere. Who knows?
What token?
Help token. Help token. Oh, never mind.
That's our
the little
poker tokens.
Yeah, which we probably we might need. I don't know.
We'll need ours.
So this is how the crew members work. So we'll zoom in so you can see. I'll just put mine right here in the middle of the ship. Cool. So on our character cards here, the crew members are known for their exploits around the galaxy. The riders are the best astronauts of Icarus, an intergalactic organization whose goal is to preserve humanity. Since the fight against the aliens is taking a wrong turn, Icarus gathered the Dream Team to accomplish missions of vital importance for the survival of humanity. At the helm of the Spark, the riders will light up the galaxy. Each crew member has an ability that it helps in several ways. So that is your top thing right here. Help number 1 is the same for every crew member. Help numbers 2 and 3 are different. So cards are super simple. You have your name, you have your very specific ability, and then you have 3 things to help. So the orange one here, which is orange for everyone, is crew member can re-roll a die of their choice for their action and must keep the second result. And then 2 and 3 will be related to each of us, which we'll go over when we actually start playing. During the mission, crew members earn prosperity items, which is this purple deck over here, as well as pieces of gear that they place around their character. And it says here, you can kind of see in the cards, you can place prosperity to your right, gear underneath. Gear, you can have a max of 3.
Yep.
Which is similar to a lot of games where you hold gear.
Yeah, that's most good. If you don't, they're going to have somebody who just has a table full of gear, which is kind of annoying to everyone playing.
Yes. So now, let me move this off of our actual game board. So game board itself. So the way the game board is set up is, as we know, we have our 7 pieces here in the center, which we've gone over when we unboxed. We have our 7 alien ships, which will go down at the very bottom for now.
Okay.
We have all of the components. So you have your turrets and the blue things here. So the first one, you want to pull out there's one of each of those out of the box that are in the, no, the smaller ones that are in that, yeah. All right, so this one that I thought was like a battery core is actually alien lasers. We have your alien turrets,
There you go.
and then there's one other one.
Huh? Not the small ones.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, because
yeah.
Sorry. There's 2 blue.
Oh, actually no. So this one here is the alien laser. So it actually points like a laser. This one with the little like 6 symbols on top here is the force field, and then you have your turret. So place these components behind the spark, it says. So the way it just shows it here is they all just line up however you want them back there.
I mean, I'll just keep them in the box.
That works too.
Because that seems to be cleaner for us.
For the board itself, you have your stack of environment cards. So as we saw, we have 3 cards with 6 possibilities on them. The first is space. Those will sit right here at the top center. And then we have our stack of other cards. So first up will be the stack of prosperity cards. Those will go face down right there.
You're going to shuffle those?
Not yet. But I will. Well, we don't know what they are anyway.
We'll need to shuffle because they're all like
yes.
extra grouped together.
Those will go face down. And then in this sector here where you see the little marker, which we can't see from this view, or this view.
We
can see it from this view.
We'll readjust the view so that way we have the board itself as the view.
So on the prosperity cards, you can see the same symbol as it's listed here. That is where those 6 purple little gems will go.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Okay.
The crystal tokens, not gems. Every game they call them something different. We get it wrong every time.
So far, both games we've played with these have been called crystals.
Really?
Yeah, the only
Wingspan was crystal. Something else was diamond.
It
looked like a diamond.
It looked like a diamond.
Yeah.
The reason we're messing it up is because we played Sonic Roll the weekend beforehand,
that's true.
and so we were thinking Chaos Emeralds.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we have 5 construction cards related to components: the turret, double cannon turret, laser, and force field generator. So those, it says, will be placed in front of the spark. So we have right here 5 symbols. I'm assuming they're going to match these cards in some way, shape, or form, and they will get laid down accordingly. So there's a symbol here on the card. It matches the symbol there.
Nice. And so that's as we get them.
These are the things you have to like construct. So I think they show up here.
Oh, I mean, it'll tell us.
Oh, that's what it says.
Oh, you're just...
No, this says setup. It says put them here.
Oh, okay, good. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
You just said I think that they just set up here, so I thought you were...
Oh, no. They actually... I said I think they match, and I was like, oh, they do match.
Gotcha.
These 2 don't, though. So laser and ship's room don't directly match.
Yeah. Boom.
No, that all of them.
Oh.
So like this, that symbol matches that symbol.
Oh, this is there because of that, and this goes here because it's a laser.
Sure.
Well, look, it's a
no, but like this symbol here exactly matches. This doesn't, which kind of is annoying.
It has literally this shape is this shape, which is that shape.
Because this is the exact match. That symbol exactly matches, and like this is like the shape matches, sure, but it's not the exact symbol. Anyway, so we have 5 of those.
So he's not good with the visual thing.
So off to the side there too, we have those are environments.
Nice.
So you start with space, and it gets more complicated.
Cool.
So the last thing here on this page is aliens. So aliens are ruthless and cunning, known for their advanced technologies and their greed for precious resources. They loot and lay waste to the human colonies throughout the galaxy, putting the very survival of humanity in jeopardy. They'll resort to any means possible to intercept the precious cargo transported by the riders, no matter the mission, every single time. So, for the aliens, there are 3 types of aliens depicted by cards, which we know. We have the very large boss card, the ultimate spaceship of the alien fleet, powerful beast of a space vessel is the rider's worst nightmare. You have your 3 middles, which is a yellow, gray, and red. Those are not the middles.
Yes, they are.
Nope, those are the smalls.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay. This is. You said red. This is orange, not red. It's also not
No, I said
yellow,
middles. No, I read the 3 colors you were holding.
Oh, well, why'd you say middles are yellow, green, and red?
No, I didn't. I said middle.
Anyway.
You held those up, and I read them like, no.
Got it. These ones are the
These are the middles.
I was going by length, not by girth.
That's a personal problem. Blue, orange, and green, those are pirates. They are dangerous and sturdy. Yes. They're heavily armored, which we can see. And then we have speeders, which they're based on their speed and agility.
Fun.
All right, and then the last thing for setup, and then I'll let Nick read about Iris here. The spark itself. So obviously our center console here. Is it a shooting star? No. It's the Spark 3000. Aboard the groundbreaking spaceship is Iris, the most advanced AI in the universe. The Spark is made of 8 rooms. Since when? There's 7 rooms.
No, there's 8.
There's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is one big piece, but it's 2 different rooms.
Sure. So it's made up of 8 rooms that can be fitted with upgradable combat turrets and force field generators to protect her from alien fire. This combat vessel, especially built for riders, can travel at extremely high speeds and resist the direst of circumstances. So if either the cockpit or the Nexus in the center are destroyed, instant game over. The cockpit first allows you to perform the piloting action to accelerate the spark or to damage enemies. The Nexus in the dead center is where you stock components, which now we have those little pieces that would go there, so you could earn a max of 10 components.
Does it tell split those there?
No, you can earn a max of 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying that's where they will
I'll take
be.
them out so they're ready.
Yeah. And the crystal tokens. So the 6 crystal tokens in the upper corner, when we earn those will go around the center Nexus core. You have the engine room and the cargo bay, which houses both the left and the right thrusters. When both of those are damaged and destroyed, you fail the mission. And then the 4 other rooms are the observatory up here, the armory over here, the bridge, and the deck. They protect the Nexus and the cockpit. So obviously to get to the Nexus and cockpit, I guess I'm assuming you might be able to shoot straight on, but if the enemies are attacking from the side, they have to destroy the 2 sides first to access that location. What?
They have to just...
So if they're coming from this way to attack here, they have to get through the bridge, attack through the bridge first.
Yeah, but just the bridge, though.
Oh, yeah, and then here to yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you said the 2 sides to get to the location. It's like, no, because they just destroyed this to get to there. Okay, just want to make sure of that.
And then we have the approach zone. So the approach zone is at the bottom where this red grouping is. And then you have your right combat zone and your left combat zone. So the aliens detected by Iris's radars are placed in the approach zone to start. They are out of shooting range. They cannot fire, but nor they can be cannot be targeted as well. But then if they're on the left and right, both are true now. So you can target and they can be targeted.
Okay.
So airlocks, those are the little circles.
Which you have?
Sure. So these little circles here next are your airlock tokens. Airlock tokens can be passed through if they're closed, or cannot be passed through, obviously, if they're closed. They are only for emergency access. Iris will open them if the bridge or deck is destroyed, and she will ask you to put down an open airlock token.
I was like, this is closed off right here.
Yes.
So you have to...
It would go to open. On open, for example, if the deck is destroyed, Iris will open the closed airlock and will instruct you to put the open airlock on the closed airlock between the cockpit and the armory. So yeah, those would be those 4. And we have 4 tokens. Open airlocks enable the crew members to move from one room to another. Those will be blue. So the blue ones, you can move around the ship. Then we have, oops, already.
So right now, before obviously the specific situation will probably change this per game, but at the moment right now, the only way to get to the cockpit is from the Nexus, and the only way to get over to the observatory or to the engine room is by going through the deck to do so, and then vice versa. The only way to get to the armory or the cargo bay right now is through the bridge. But it looks like at some point, potentially, the cargo bay could open up to the Nexus. We can go through there. So it'd be 1 less move to get there. And right now, it's going to be 2 moves. So that'll be...
it'd be like, so if this gets destroyed, this gets open because you have to be able to move through.
Maybe not. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There may be something where you can do an action to
True, maybe,
open this. In some way, maybe Iris will open it, and then it'll allow us to do 1 move to get in there instead of having to do 2 moves to get there.
True.
Yeah.
So right now we know we can move around. We're obviously going to be trying to add protections as well as attack. Which this will probably get to in a moment. So the last things about this board setup is there's 6 spots like this. They have a little thing that match these construction cards. There's 1 in each of the 6 rooms on the outside. So you can build a turret or a force field generator to protect the ship. And obviously that'll probably come into play with these construction cards up top.
That's force field generator.
Yep. And that's a turret.
That's the turret, and these can also, as you saw earlier with our unboxing, can be upgraded. They have little pieces that connect onto them.
Yes. Then each room has armor plates. So the outside have 3 apiece. The inside have 4. So those will be these little armor tokens will be able to be purchased or gained in some way, shape, or form to help protect your area. And then at the very bottom, you have your 2 left and right thrusters. You can level up, and that's, yes. You can level up the left and right thrusters from level 0, which it's at now, all the way up to level 3. The higher the level, the faster your ship will travel. They will deteriorate during the mission. So if you get it up to 3, it might obviously be used up, just like you would use up gasoline in a ship, and those thrusters will die out.
Cool.
Go for Iris.
All right. Before we dig deeper into Iris, let's get the view set up. It's a good point to do this. So I think this is probably fine where it's at. So let's adjust the bigger view so it encompasses the edge of the game mat all the way around.
It does.
No, but like we don't need to see the outside. So let's go in closer on that view so it gets the game mat. And then we can have the one that's close in on the ship. And then we have ours, which would be the iPad and our boards.
There we go.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that way we can see the ship, because the ships are obviously coming on the side.
Yeah.
And then the one that's closer in to each center of the ship. Yeah. And actually, we could probably, we want to push it further to the right. That way we have more of this back area, because the cards here don't really matter as much as what's
we just go see that card
coming.
All
right. Sorry, that's gonna bug me. The black in the back end. There you go. Yep, there we go.
All right.
That's what we do.
Now Nick's OCD is complete.
Hey, well, we've never. So typically we'd set up these camera views before jumping in, but because we haven't played this yet, we didn't know where those had to be set up. So, yeah.
All right.
All
What's
right,
Iris gonna
Iris.
do for us?
My name is Iris, and I am the artificial intelligence of your spaceship, the Spark. I was developed to provide you the best assistance during your missions. I am able to repair damaged rooms and pilot the ship on my own. I'm connected to each and every room of the spaceship, and my supercomputer is lightning fast.
So why do we exist?
I'll never let you down. Rely on me to accomplish your mission. I'll inform you in real time about changes to make on the board. Okay, so it gives us like a little diagram of the layout that's going to be on the actual iPad here. So it says here's the interface that allows you to interact with me on your phone or iPad. We're going to try with the tablet. If it doesn't work, then we will cut the feed from the front-facing camera, and we'll use that to continue our gameplay with the app on there instead. So you'll still have the top down, you just won't see us face to face. So on the actual pad, it just kind of tells us what we have, our current speed in the upper left, there we go. So the
Let's put it in rear view.
Here's good.
Yep.
Cool. And way over here. Got it. Probably want to ship that over, and that's fine. There we go. So current speed here, we have your environment. It says you have your force field. So status of the left and right force fields will be shown here. The combat zone. So it's going to show you on the sides of your ship based on color what aliens are there. Down here is the radar. So aliens that are approaching from behind. That's fun. 6 is your progress. So distance traveled and distance remaining to reach the objective. So I believe from when I watched this, it actually is a bar that's slowly ticking up, which is kind of cool. It's showing you like visually going through space.
Obviously, as your speed goes up, it moves faster and so on.
Yeah. 7, the settings thing, which everyone knows what that looks like. Number 8 down here is a dialogue zone. Here, our dialogue and inbound communications are displayed. Number 9 is over here, this little hazard area. It says information button. Here I display important information and my recommendations to accomplish the mission. So it's probably a hint box, which we're going to try to avoid using.
We will avoid using.
We'd rather fail the mission
than do not.
Hint.
There is no try.
Okay, Yoda. So thruster status. So down here we have, it looks like a red on this one image on one of the thrusters. Oh, there's actually, this shows you both thruster sides.
4 options.
Yeah. I'm talking about on the actual, like on the actual board or screen, you'll see the sides of your ship. So then you have your status of your thruster. So 3, 2, or 1, color coded accordingly, blue, yellow, or red, and then none whatsoever. That says out of service.
It's interesting that it's blue and not green because the thrusters are green, but
yeah, whatever. The rapid action button, which is over here on the right bottom. says tap this button to inform me your turn is over. Okay. And then 12, the talk to Iris button. So use this to communicate with me. So first you tap the Iris button once to talk to Iris. Tap once again to validate your command. So during your mission,
you can't just say Iris.
During your mission, you'll have to talk with me in order to tell me your piloting actions, your tinkering actions, the aliens you eliminated, and when you use some prosperity cards. If you do not feel like talking, you can do it manually by tapping the rapid action button. Okay, we'll talk. So essentially you're gonna tap it and then you'll say whatever, and I'm sure it'll tell us how to say it here.
How to enunciate.
So the status of the rooms is number 13, which is in the middle here. So you have an image of your ship, and I'm off. You have an image of your ship here with each of the rooms. So we have undamaged room is blue. Undamaged rooms can receive armor. So if they're damaged, you can't put armor on them, I assume. On the board, code orange and code red cards represent damaged rooms. And it'll tell you when and where to place them. And those are, that's your screen. Boop. Yeah. That's these guys here. So code red, code orange, sorry, code red, code orange. Boop, boop. And so damaged rooms can't be defended and can't receive any armor. They must be repaired.
Tinkering, okay.
Yep, so code orange, if a room gets hit again, it will change to code red. It could be destroyed if it gets hit more than once. So if it's code orange, it gets hit twice, then it's going to be gone, it sounds like. Code red is about to explode and or could be destroyed with any hit. Destroyed rooms. A destroyed room is removed from the board and may be rebuilt. Okay. If a crew member is in a room when it is destroyed, they are teleported to the Nexus. And Iris will remind us to do so. Then we have the sequence of turns. All right. Do you want to go through that or you want me to continue going?
So yeah,
Start with that.
So we have aliens have a phase.
If you want to do this page, and I'll do the next one.
Well, I'll go up to alien, end of alien, and then you'll take over for us.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right. So sequence of a turn. So there's two phases: alien phase, crew member phase. We're obviously the crew members, although I prefer to be the aliens.
I have a joke that I can't say. So keep going.
I don't understand where that joke could have gone, so we're moving on. So alien phase. Iris describes the movements and shooting actions of the aliens. The aliens can approach, they can move, and they can shoot. And then starting off, it says, don't worry, I will guide you through your alien phase. You will learn how to make rapid fire and defense protocols during your mission. So approaching aliens, first part of the alien phase. Each turn, this is Iris speaking, each turn I will tell you if I detect alien spaceship with my radar. I will tell you to put the card of the detected alien's color into the approach zone and to place on it the tokens corresponding to the number of turrets and armor plates. I will let you know if it has a laser or a force field. So speeder aliens can go directly into the combat zone bypassing. So those are the three smallest ones in terms of armor.
These guys?
Yes.
Which is on my screen.
Yeah, my bad.
Those guys?
Yeah, that's fine. So speeders can go automatically into the zone. For the attachments to these speeders, you would place one alien turret miniature for each turn of the alien. So you can see there's 2 turrets on these speeders. The more turrets, the more shots they will shoot, obviously. Laser, you would place one laser miniature in the corresponding slots if Iris tells you it has a laser. Shots fired from a laser ignore the force field that we have on the Spark.
Turrets are the red ones. Lasers are the blue ones.
Nope.
Yeah, turrets are red ones.
Blue one.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm saying.
Yeah, laser just the first.
I pointed to the wrong thing to begin with.
Okay. The second blue one is called the force field. Yep. So if the ship has a force field, Iris would tell us, you cannot shoot an alien that has a force field unless your turret has been upgraded with a laser that can go through force fields. And then you have the armor plates. And the armor plates obviously correspond to armor plates. The more armor plates, the more shots it'll take to destroy it. So my assumption would be for each hit, you would take down one armor each time first, and then you would take down the ship. And it does show you a whole graphic here of exactly where all of those go, but Nick just showed that off, and then it shows you the filled-in graphic as well. Alien movements. Iris will each turn inform you about the movements of an alien. Aliens in the approach zone move to the left or right combat zones. Aliens in the left or right combat zones can actually switch sides. As soon as an alien goes into a combat zone, you, as a crew member, can perform a rapid fire. Stay calm and open fire. I will tell you every time you can perform a rapid fire. And then it skips and tells you what rapid fire is here. So when a crew member is present in a room that has a turret, they can perform a rapid fire against the alien in which is entering their combat zone. So I'm assuming you have to be on these sides to shoot these, those sides to shoot those.
So then I guess we don't need, I guess the close-up view then of just this is probably going to be enough, because I thought that we were going to have to be able to see like out here and over here as well.
No, we will, because that's where the ships are, alien ships are going to be.
Well, no, they're going to, like, we have this space here.
No, this is
Oh, never mind. You don't. Okay, never mind.
This one. So, to rephrase that, so if you're in, let's say, the bridge, and you have a turret, so that would be right here in the little construction zone. So if there's a turret in the bridge, and one of us is in the bridge, we can perform a rapid fire and shoot at the ship that's on this side. Same thing with the other side.
Yeah.
If there are multiple crew members in the same room, only one rapid fire can occur. So you just choose who does it. Here is the requirements, though. You cannot perform a rapid fire against an alien that has a force field unless the turret has a laser attachment. A turret can shoot only once on a given alien. An alien can be targeted by several rapid fires if several crew members are present in different rooms. So if we were in both of these rooms and they both had turrets, then we could both attack. But if we're both in the same room, only one person can attack.
So essentially it's per turret.
Yeah.
Really?
But you have to be in the room with the turret.
I thought it was saying you have to have the laser attachment to attack anything that has a force field.
Yeah, the laser
Got it,
gets
that
through the
makes
force field. And same thing for them on us.
Yep.
If a target alien has no armor plates, rapid fire is impossible. So you must have to be able to defeat the ship in a different way. But the rapid fire will help get rid of the armor plates. So performing a rapid fire, you would roll, you would roll an orange die and check the result. And Nick fails instantly. No, I'm just kidding.
That's interesting.
I know. If the turret you are using is upgraded with a double cannon, roll 2.
Nice.
Because it's double cannon. So that symbol that Nick just rolled there would be remove 1 armor plate. There's one of those right next to it that says a 2. Remove 2 armor plates. If you roll the third symbol, which is this, you get a purple gem. Again, if they have lost all of their armor plates and you have, let's say, for example, they only had 1 armor plate, you roll this. The second one doesn't do anything. It just gets rid of the armor plate. All right, and then the third part of the alien turn is aliens attacking you.
So step 1 was the aliens could move, right?
Oh, they approach.
They approach, and then based on where they're at, there may be a rapid fire that could take place.
So that's like a instant action for us.
Right. So first was approaching. Second was movement. Okay.
So they end up in the approach zone. If it's a speeder, it automatically goes in.
To the movement. Yeah.
If they were already in the approach zone during their movement phase, they can move in or switch sides if they're already over here.
Cool.
Now they can attack. So if they survive the rapid fire, they can attack. Aliens attack from the left and right. Obviously, left attacks left, right attacks right. Their shots can hit the front, the middle, and the back rooms of the Spark. So they cannot attack the cockpit.
Well, yeah, it's because it's blocked by this, because they're never in the front.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, would they ever be like straight up?
Oh, no.
But they're not.
Yeah.
So if a room is destroyed, the remaining shots are lost and cannot keep going through the ship. That's interesting. I don't like that. It should keep going. You can accomplish your mission with only 3 rooms remaining. You need the cockpit, the Nexus, and one of the 2 thruster rooms, either the engine or the cargo bay.
It'd be hilarious if that's all you have left over.
Probably will be. So the left combat zone, if the observatory is destroyed, shots fired at the front will then hit the cockpit. The middle will then hit the Nexus. The back will actually continue across the back and hit the cargo bay. And same thing on this side. So this will continue across. If the bridge is gone, it goes there. If the armory is gone, it goes there. And then each turn, Iris will inform you about the shots fired by the aliens and a trigger defense protocol. Which defense protocol? Oh, then crew member's phase starts.
Yep.
Oh, that's where you'll take over. Okay. So defense protocol. When the spark is attacked, Iris screen will show you the hits. So it's like Battleship, but in space. You must defend every room highlighted in blue that has armor plates and indicate how many shots have been blocked. So armor plates are always hit first. When every room has been defended, the defense protocol is over. You tap the confirm button on the iPad. Code red and code orange cannot be defeated. You do not need to indicate anything. When the defense protocol is over, Iris will tell you every room that has taken hits, including code orange, code red, and destroyed rooms. And it's going to give an example here in a second. So let's put this here so everyone can see. So it shows you a graphic where... Yeah. There we go. It shows you a graphic here. And this is going to be the iPad view. So it tells you how many hits you have incoming from each side of your ship. So it'll show you top, middle, bottom. It'll then obviously attack the ships. It'll show you blue and the different colors. It'll tell you what rooms in blue are rooms you have to defend. Indicate the number of shots you've blocked. So for example, if we have 3 armor plates, that's not in the iPad, it's just on the board. So we would then make that 3 and be like, okay, we blocked 3 shots or up to the number of hits. So if we had 3, we don't block 2 shots here because only 2 shots were taken. And then some it'll show you if you're in code orange, as Nick described on the previous pages, are not possible to defend if you're in code orange or code red. So room defense. If the room has no armor tokens, it cannot be defended. Proceed to the defense of another room or tap confirm. If a room has armor tokens, you roll a black die for each armor token in the room. On the black die, you can block 1 shot. You can block...
Wow.
What the heck is it? There we go. You can block 2 shots, or you can get blocked.
Shots blocked.
Yeah. For every block shot that you roll, you use up, obviously, an armor token to say you've successfully blocked the shot. And you would hit the plus sign on... Oh, actually, wait. So... Okay.
Yeah,
so you roll. Yeah, you roll the dice first.
Yeah.
And that tells you. So some of these can actually block multiple shots.
Yeah.
So you roll the dice first. See how many of the shots have been blocked. You fill it in. If all shots are blocked, you've successfully defended the room. Proceed to the next room or hit confirm.
Right. So what you were just saying, just because to summarize so they know. So this means that 1 shield blocked 1 shot. So you're going to remove 1 shield.
No, not yet. This is before you removing shields.
Okay,
that's
so
why I was.
This is purely you're just counting based on.
You're just counting and typing it into here to say how many were blocked in that room.
So you're rolling a number of these black dice equal to the number of shields you have there?
Yeah. So we go room by room. So if we had 3 shields here, you roll 3 dice there, and then you move.
Got it.
So on to all the rooms that were attacked.
And we just mark it in the app and keep going.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Then, once you've hit confirm in the app that you've said how all the rooms happen, armor plates. For each blocked shot, it is destroyed. So, for example, if you had one here, it blocked a shot, that one will be destroyed. Remove the destroyed armor tokens from the board. For each armor token destroyed, tap the plus button on the interface to indicate the number of shots blocked. So that just continues there.
So yeah, so it's all in one go. It's just...
Yeah, it just seems weird because it says here, you roll armor dice, and then you're, yeah, okay. Oh, so here's the example. I'll just read through the example to make sure this makes sense for all of us. That one's, the first example's straightforward. You don't have armor tokens, nothing happens.
Right.
Move on. Example B, the deck has 2 tokens, or the bridge, we'll say the bridge has 2 tokens because that's on our side of the board, and takes 2 shots. The crew rolls 2 dice. You get a 2 hit and an X. This means that 2 armor blocks a total of the 2 shots. Tap the plus button twice for the deck. You can now defend the next room. So that means that, boom, that was a successful blockage. The next one, it says the cargo bay has 2 armor tokens.
So, hold on, for this, do you remove both of these?
No, not as of yet.
Okay.
I'll continue through the example.
Okay, so the cargo bay.
So cargo bay has 2.
Okay.
It takes 4 shots. You roll 2 dice. And here it says you rolled 2 1-hits.
Okay.
Here, oh yeah. So you roll that. Oh, okay. I read this one. No, the 2 is weird. So it says 2 and then a shield instead of saying a shield X2. So same thing as this. So the dice should look the same as this. It literally just says 2 shield instead of saying shield X2 like that. Okay. So the crew rolls a die that hits for 2 and a die that hits for none. This block, what?
You're not, just read what it says.
The crew rolls 2 dice and gets 1 hit and 1 axe. Jeez, I'm just reading all backwards.
Literally read
I
it.
was, and I
Just read it out loud. Stop reading in your head.
So it has that, okay.
Yeah.
The armor blocks 1 shot. There are still 3 shots to defend against. Now it moves to the armor next step. So you have the +1. So you press the +1 on the iPad. Mm-hmm. Now, the 2 armor for this room each block 1 shot, but are destroyed and removed from the board. The room is no longer has armor, so you've blocked 3 shots. So these stay on the board. So here, you successfully block the shots. These do not get destroyed. There, you still had shots incoming, so these each take 1 more hit. So you block 3 of the 4 shots, but you still have not completed the full defense.
So how did this block?
So this activates like the armor shields.
Just so I can look at it?
Yes. I read it correctly this time.
Makes sense to myself. All right, so let's see. Obviously, our example piece. So the deck takes 2 shots, okay? It has 2 of these. What's the bridge? So armor dice roll. So the crew rolls 2 of the dice, gets a 2 boom and a 1 boom. The 2 blocks a total of 2 shots. Okay, so then you just tap the button twice for the deck. Yeah. You can now defend the next room, okay? The cargo bay takes 4 shots in total and has 2 armor here. So you roll the dice. The crew rolls 2 of the dice, gets 1 of these shields and 1 of the X's. The shield blocks 1 of the shots. There are still 3 shots to defend against. So that's where you would have these 2 coming off. The ones that are remaining hurts. Okay.
So they each get an extra hit, pretty much.
Yeah, the way that you're saying it sounded like this was because you said that it blocked. You said it backwards.
Okay.
You said it blocked 2 shots.
These go first, and then those go.
Yeah. So essentially, these whatever the dice say does not remove these.
Correct. So the dice go first. You roll the dice. If you still have shots coming at you that you were unable to block, then you go to your actual armor plates and start removing them. And then the final thing says here, if there are no more rooms to defend, defense protocol is over, tap the confirm button, Iris will inform you of any damages. So in this scenario here, the bridge would have taken no damages, the dice did everything, you still have 2 armor. Here, these 2 would come off, and now you've still taken a shot, so most likely that enters code orange. So those are the 3 phases for the aliens attacking. So quick recap, they start in the approach zone. If they're a speeder, they can automatically come in the combat zone. If not, they have to move in on a separate turn. They can move side to side, and Iris will tell us. That's a good block. Iris will tell us how that works. We can rapid fire only if we're in a room with a turret in these spaces. And then once everything is settled for movement, they can attack. Iris will tell you how they attack, how many attacks they make, and then we have to roll dice appropriately, which means we're most likely going to lose this game.
Yeah, dice are not my friend. So we're going to move on to the crew members phase. So during this phase, each crew's member can perform 1 movement, 1 action, 1 help. So crew members can play together at the same time and perform their movement, their action, and their help in any order they choose. When the crew members are done with their phase, tap the quick action button, then tap new turn. So when the crew members, when all of us are done, we tap that little lightning bolt.
Okay.
On the tap new turn. You can end a turn even if some crew members have not performed their movement, action, or help. You need to communicate with your team to plan best movements, actions, and assists during your turn. This is crucial for the success of the mission. So you don't have to do all 3.
You can do them in any order, which I like.
Yeah. Okay. So example, Alex and Igor begin their crew member phase. Each of them can perform 1 movement, 1 action, and 1 help. Alex does move, action, then help. Igor does move, action, then help. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's showing both those there.
That's in
So first Igor helps crew, then Alex performs her action. After Igor moves and performs his action, finally Alex moves and helps. So here we see Igor helping, then Alex does an action. Igor moves and Igor does an action, then Alex moves and does help. So they're doing it in any order, it doesn't matter. Crew member's ability. So Igor's seasoned pilot ability gives him a piloting action bonus. So like we said beforehand, all the cards, all the characters have a special ability that'll come into play during the game. So the unique ability of each crew member, which is stated on their character card, permanently influences actions of its holder and gives them a bonus. So my bonus is for, looks like the attacking. So place yourself on a free construction slot to perform a shooting action and that ignores alien force fields. Roll 1 red plus 1 orange. Oh, cool. So I literally just put myself into one of these. That's fun.
Because you have a turret on your arm.
Yeah. Cool. Movement. Each crew member can move between 1 to 3 rooms that are linked by open airlocks. Okay, cool. Rooms can be crossed or hold with several crew members. Rooms can be crossed or hold with several crew members. Okay, that's what it says. Rooms can be crossed or hold. So you can go through rooms that other crew members are in, and you can stop in rooms that other crew members are in.
So it's like Among Us. We can shank the crew member or keep going.
So when a crew member is moving, they can perform an action, but it immediately ends their movement. If interrupted by an action, a movement cannot be resumed. So you cannot do an action mid-movement. Zen's jetpack ability allows them to move without any limit, but this rule still applies. They can't resume their movement after interrupting to perform an action. Okay. Then has an example. So Alex performs a tinkering action in the engine room, then moves to the cockpit 3 rooms away. Igor moves 2 rooms away to the cockpit and performs a piloting action. Since he moved and performed his action, he can't move any further. Nova moves 3 rooms away and then performs an action. Got it. So the actions. Crew members can perform 1 action amongst the following: piloting, which is the green with the arrow; shooting, which is the red with the explosion; and then tinkering, which is the wrench, which is blue. In the same room, several crew members can perform the same or different actions. Example, Alex, Owen, and Nova are in the cargo bay. Alex and Owen each perform the tinkering action to repair the room, and Nova performs a shooting action. Easy enough, okay? So now we're going to dig into the actions here. Piloting. Since I can automatically pilot the Spark, you may perform other tasks on board while I steer the spaceship. But don't forget to take the control stick from time to time. Only your rider's skills will allow you to overcome some bad situations. So I assume we're not in easy space, so we're going to have to pilot it to try and dodge stuff. Piloting is an action that can only be performed in the cockpit. Only 1 crew member is allowed to pilot per turn, probably hence the pilot spot that's there. Remember that speed of the Spark primarily depends on the level of the 2 thrusters, which are back here. There are 2 types of piloting. Travel a longer distance, so increase the speed of the ship outside, so speed piloting. So traveling longer distance increases the speed, outdistance the aliens, move the aliens from the combat zones back to the approach zones. Okay, so speed piloting gets them away from you because you're pulling out ahead. Combat piloting, switch the alien sides, allows for rapid fire, damage the aliens, take out the aliens in the combat zones. Okay, so if you do that, you can directly switch what side the alien's on specifically to shoot them.
Yeah.
That's cool. You're like,
to
the side of them. Nice.
Or you spin 180.
Right. So piloting. Roll 1 of the green dice and check the result. Boom. The results that you can get are a level 1, 2, or 3 of the piloting icon, or you can earn 1 of those crystals if you roll that crystal image.
Yep.
Add any ability, help, or prosperity card bonuses to determine your pilot level. So ability plus help plus prosperity cards.
Yep, and the prosperity cards, I'm not going to read them all, but they're all color coordinated. So this is one of the side decks that came with the expansion. Yep. But you can see in the upper right-hand corner, it shows you the symbols matching the symbols dice. So green here, if you had this feathered co-pilot, the bird is flying the plane for you. During your pilot action, add level 2 to your roll.
Cool.
And it gives you a little thing about it too.
Look at that little girl. Where's that little pooch? Okay, she's laying down. What's she munching on? Nothing. She's sleeping. Okay.
I can't see a dog, so.
She's right down there.
Oh.
For sure she's not getting something.
So yeah, so all these have their own little thing. We'll go through them as we go through each of the things here.
Cool. So when you're determining it, you can use your ability, any help tokens that have been provided, these guys, and prosperity cards to determine your piloting level needed. So tell Iris your type of piloting and your piloting level. When speed piloting, tell me speed piloting level over. So if the level was 3, I would say speed piloting level 3 over. Okay. If you're combat piloting, same thing. Combat piloting level 4 over. I will give you the result of your piloting action. The higher your piloting level, the more effective it will be. Makes sense? Remember, always tell Iris your piloting level, even if it's level 0.
To mean you just rolled a crystal.
Yep. So here's an example. Igor is in the cockpit. He decides to perform the speed piloting action to speed up the ship. He rolls 1 of the green dice and gets a 2 of the piloting. His seasoned pilot ability gives him an additional 1. He doesn't benefit from any prosperity card bonuses, so his piloting level is 3. He tells his speed piloting level to Iris. Speed piloting level 3. Over. Iris reports the speed gained and any aliens outdistanced by this piloting action.
Straightforward.
Easy enough, okay. I assume they're all probably pretty similar. So we have the shooting action. Shooting is an action that can only be performed in a room that has a turret, okay. And that's these guys, I believe. Red turrets. Okay. Oh, I guess these are technically turrets too, right? The attachments, the lasers.
Those are lasers, not turrets.
You're correct. Anyway, so that has a turret. Oh yeah, just seeing this talking here, because you have to have that laser attached.
To a force field.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So I think that makes a turret. Anyway. A turret can be used by one of the crew member per turn. The turrets in the left combat zone observatory deck engine room can target aliens on that side of the zone, and then on the right side, pretty straightforward. Turrets located in the rooms on one side of the ship, left or right, cannot target aliens on the other side, obviously. It's impossible to target an alien that has a force field if the turret isn't upgraded with a laser.
Yep.
Got it? Oh, so those go on the turrets, not on the force fields. Got it. Cool. Nice. Shooting. So target one alien in the combat zone of a turret. So you have one of these guys. We'll say he's over here. You're going to target him. Roll 1 of the red and check the result. If the turret you are using is upgraded with a double cannon, roll 2 reds instead. So say we have this guy here. Boom, that's our turret. If it's upgraded with the double cannons, which is this. Boom, double cannons.
You get 2 dice.
You get 2 dice. Any ability, help, or prosperity card bonuses determine the number of hits of your choosing.
Yeah, so similar to the last one, you can now add dice or add hit markers to the different dice, or to your action.
Yep. And on the dice, you have a 1 hit, 2 hits, or earn a crystal. So then damage the targeted alien. Each of the damage results removes 1 armor token from the targeted alien. Move the alien's armor token to the slot corresponding to its remaining armor plate. Remove the token if it has no more armor plates. Oh, okay, so it starts off here and then it would come down. So you don't fill these in. You literally put it on the 3 and then take it down based on how strong your armor is.
Makes sense because they didn't have to give a ton of tokens.
Yep. When the targeted alien has no more armor, 1 damage takes it out.
Okay.
Say 1 hit point. If the targeted alien is taken out and you have 1 or more left, transfer them to other aliens that can be targeted. So in that same side.
Yeah.
If the targeted alien is taken out and you have 1 or more damage left, but there are no other aliens in this combat zone, you earn a crystal.
Nice.
Cool. And so you don't get a crystal for each additional target you would have shot. It's just that you have any more regardless. Inform Iris. I keep reading that as IRS. Inform the IRS. Inform Iris every time you take out an alien. Tell me color alien taken out over. Oh no.
Colored alien.
This is where Steve is gonna fuck this. He's gonna mess this up.
No, the colors are pretty straightforward here.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're all. There's no like
gray,
frost
yellow,
and
yellow, red, blue, orange, green, and purple. You
Yeah.
okay with that? Okay.
Sorry.
So you would say, red alien taken out, over. Then Iris will give you a number of components earned and tell you to remove the alien ship card
That's where
from the
the
board.
components will go.
And then, so components are doop, these guys here. And you would take it, I assume, and pop it right there. Okay. Actually says that. Whenever you take out aliens, a Spark Magic Scrap Collector allows you to recover components useful for building. I'll tell you when to place recover component tokens in the Nexus, which can hold up to a maximum of 10. Cool.
What happens if you exceed 10?
If you exceed 10 components, any additional are that are earned are permanently lost. They just float off into space.
Nice.
Cool. They have an example here. Nova on the deck, which has a turret. She decides to perform the shooting action. As the gray alien has a force field, it can't be targeted because the turret isn't upgraded with the lasers. So upgrading with the lasers is this guy here. I assume that goes on the bottom. Yeah, it goes on like that. I mean, it's either the front or the back. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm pretty sure the front because you're aiming this way.
Maybe.
Shoot the laser in the wrong direction. Take out your own ship.
No, it doesn't fit there. It doesn't fit there. It goes in the back.
No, I was saying that probably like this would face this way then.
No, it doesn't, because this literally, this is the cannons.
That's weird.
So it's just, it has just an upgrade on the back side, so it allows it to also shoot lasers at the front. Thanks, Steve.
Whatever.
So that's if it was upgraded with lasers, what it would look like. So Nova targets the green aliens. So there's a green alien on the side here. She rolls one of the red dice and gets a 2-hitter. Her bullseye ability allows her to add an additional damage. She doesn't have any prosperity benefits. So she gets 3 hits from her shooting action. She inflicts 2 damage on the green alien, which has 1 armor token. So it gets rid of that armor token. The second damage hits the alien ship and takes it out. Nova has 1 damage left to spend, which she transfers to the yellow alien, which then loses its 1 armor token. And then, of course, you tell Iris, green alien taken out, over, and then it'll tell her the components to take. Next up, we have tinkering, the third action that you could do. And there are 4 tinkering actions within that tinkering action. So, first of which, you can repair thrusters. So to increase the level of a damaged thruster and increase the speed of the spark. So, of course, the thrusters are back here. So you can do that action here.
We're going to start adding a counter for how many times Nick knocks over his character.
What? Oh,
for every game.
To repair a code orange or code red damaged room, you would do the repair room action, which I guess could be done
In the room that it's broken.
in the room. Duh.
Really? I was like, what do you mean?
Number 3 is armor addition to increase the number of armor plates of an undamaged room. Clearly, you're in the room where you're doing that as well. It'll probably tell us again here, just to be sure. Building to build equipment or rebuild destroyed rooms is the 4th one. So, first up, tinkering, action 1, thruster, repair. The Sparks thrusters are very powerful, but they require careful maintenance. Without them, you won't go very far. Repair a thruster is an action that can only be performed on a damaged thruster, so of a level lower than 3. Okay.
Makes sense.
So in the engine room left or in the engine room on the left or the cargo bay on the right, so in one of these 2 rooms here, be careful, a thruster at level 0 for 2 consecutive turns will explode and destroy its room.
Nice.
That's good to know. Don't worry, if your thrusters are in critical condition, Iris will remind you. Good. So repairing the thruster. Roll 1 of those blue dice, and then based on the result, you'll have either level 1, 2, or 3 repair.
Yep.
Add on your health, prosperity card, so same stuff. And then you tell Iris the result. So you'd have to say left or right thruster. So if you're repairing the left, you'd say left thruster, repair, level, blah, blah, over. That's right, do the same thing.
Yep.
Then they'll give us the result of the tinkering action. Each tinkering level adds 1 level to the repaired thruster. If a tinkering level is higher than necessary, it'll tell you that you earned a crystal. If your tinkering level is 0, your action has no effect, and there is no need to inform Iris. Interesting. So here...
So if you roll only a crystal, you just get a crystal.
Well, it's funny, because here you don't tell it that you got 0, but when piloting the ship, you do tell it you got 0.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's probably a negative to piloting and failing, like they can attack you or something.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we need to go over the
No.
example. It's pretty straightforward. And then, so number 2, the room repair. So repairing a room is an action that can only be performed in a damaged room, which is in code orange or code red. Okay. Each tinkering level improves the state of the room. If you repair the room, each tinkering level improves the state of your room. If the repaired room is not damaged anymore, each extra tinkering adds 1 armor token onto that room.
That's how we get armor.
Cool. That's one of 2 ways to get armor. Damaged rooms cannot be defended and cannot have any armor tokens. Okay, so they have one of those 2 cards.
Yeah, because they would have lost their armor tokens and then got damage, yeah.
So roll 1 of the blue dice, add your prosperity bonuses, all the ability bonuses, all that stuff, same as everything else. Then tell Iris what you got. So you would say the room name. So for here, if we're doing the armory, we would say armory, repair, level, then over. Then Iris will tell you the outcome of such. Again, if you have 1 or more of the tinkering icons left over, you'll get a crystal.
Nice.
Much like when shooting outside. If tinkering
levels, the only way to have 1 or more left over is if you filled all of the armor as well. I would assume. Because if the next step is armor, so you'd have to fill all the armor and then you'd have 1 left over.
So each extra, yeah, exactly. So if there was already 3 there,
or if there was 2 and you rolled 2, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So if it's 0, you don't need to tell Iris because there's no extra effect. So then the third version is adding armor plates. Adding armor plates. So adding armor plates is an action that can only be performed in an undamaged room and that doesn't have all of its armor plates.
So it's the same thing as the last one, yeah.
Well, this one is done in a damaged room.
Yeah.
And it would be specifically in a damaged room. You can't just go here to do this. You can only do the repair room if the room is damaged.
Well, correct.
But you can only do this if the room is damaged.
Which makes perfect sense. It's the same action type, but one's a damaged room versus undamaged.
Uh-huh. And so then here you roll your die. You don't need to tell Iris. You don't need to inform Iris when you add armor plates. Cool. So you roll your die, consult the level, add armor equal to the tinkering level in place. Place those. Yep. So 1 tinkering equals 1 armor. If all the armor slots in this room are full and you have 1 or more left over, earn 1 crystal. Yep. But here you don't tell Iris that you did that. You just do it.
Yeah.
All right. 1 more action. Yeah. The building action. The building action allows you to build 1 construction of your choice as indicated on the construction cards. They're up there.
And the building cost in the upper left-hand corner of these cards.
Each construction has a component cost indicated on its card, which is the upper right hand, you said, right?
Left.
Yep. Left, sorry. For me, it's my upper right, because I was looking at it that way.
Sure.
Yep.
Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Yep. In order to begin building your construction, you must have sufficient number of components in the nexus. So, yeah. Be in the room where the construction is being built and perform the building action. Makes sense? So here are the steps. So take the take from the nexus as many component tokens as indicated on the construction card. Flip the tokens to their blue side. So, boom. Place the building tokens in the room where the building action is being performed and place the construction that is being built. So, we'll put it there. If you are rebuilding a room of the spark, place the token on the empty space where the room should be. Okay.
Oh, so you can like reconstruct a room. Okay.
Yeah, that's what this is for here as well. That's because that's this.
Solid.
To resume a construction that is in progress, proceed to the next step. Okay. So roll 1 die to check the result. Any ability, prosperity, bonuses. You're rolling the blue die, like everything else for this action. Remove from the room the number of building tokens corresponding to your tinkering level. The construction is built. When all the building tokens are removed from the room, the construction can be used immediately. Okay, so when you
do like a 2-step thing.
Yeah, so we do the action. So we'll go with
laser.
We'll go to add laser on there. So we have the 2. So we have the 2. We already have this down. Okay, we're going to be doing this action. So I roll 1 of my blue, and I rolled a 2, but we'll say that I rolled just the 1 wrench. So we would remove this, and then we would have to take another turn to try and remove that next one. And once this is removed, and we'll say actually this time I roll again, and we'll say this time I rolled the 2. We would not only remove this to be able to add on our turret, we would also gain a crystal for that extra.
Add on your laser, but okay.
Bit. Sorry, I said add this on the turret.
You said add on your turret, whatever.
Add onto the turret.
Oh.
God. Yeah, stupid. So difficult. Cool. The same would go for like if a room is missing. So they're saying is if this room's gone and we're doing the build room action, I think we need 5 for that. So we'll say we had 5. Okay, so we take these from the Nexus, put them down here. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say the first roll I happened to get 3, so I remove those 3. And then the next turn, we were able to complete the rest. This would then come back. Cool. Straightforward for that. Now, there are some stuff on the cards, it looks like. So it tells you the component cost in the cards.
Yep.
Right? The game component, which is pictured. The name. The location on the board.
Yeah, so rebuild a room versus like be built on a turret without an upgrade.
Yep.
Built on a turret without an upgrade. Built on a construction site because that's the first turret.
Which is this guy, yep.
Yeah, and then be built on a construction site, yeah.
Cool. The description of what that thing does. So the double cannon here tells you fire 1 red, rapid fire, 1 orange. The double cannon upgrades the standard fire and rapid fires of the turret. So it's +1 in addition to what the turret already has, which is 1 and 1.
Yep.
Cool. Easy enough. You cannot open fire with a turret that is still has building tokens, as obviously. Oh wait, you cannot open fire with a turret that still has building tokens as it is ongoing building and upgrading. You cannot destroy a construction ongoing or got it. So if we're working on upgrading this turret, we can't use it to fire.
Yeah, which makes sense.
Yep. Any crew members can resume or complete construction with a building action in the same turn or another one. If a room is destroyed, all the construction inside is also destroyed. Yeah. Want to do that one too?
I think this.
We did
this
those.
just says what the cards are. We don't need to read this. Probably.
Yeah. So then we just has a page on construction cards. So what the cards are, what their pieces are, shows you the proper attachments. So Nick was right because it's the way it attaches for the laser. For your force field generator.
But it also looks it looks like you can only build either a force field generator or a turret, which the laser can attach to. You cannot build both in the same room.
Right.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, so I guess we'll bust through this real quick, I guess. So turret, built on a free construction space slot, the turret allows you to perform shooting actions in this room. A turret can be upgraded with a double cannon and a laser, okay? Turret upgrade, so the double cannon is built on a turret that's already existing, allows you to rapid fire and your standard fire to be increased. The laser, of course, allows you, as we've gone over, to attack alien force fields, or it actually allows you to ignore them, just hit them like normal. The force field generator, which we've brought out a couple times, that's this big boy here. So we say we have one of those. So build on free action slot. The force field generator protects a whole side of the ship, that entire side. That's cool. Against non-laser alien fire. Once built, tell Iris, activating a force field generator in then the room name over. So that way Iris will know what side it's on. So at least getting one of those on each side is beneficial.
Yeah.
Nice. There can only be 1 force field for the side. There's only 2 in the box, so that makes sense.
That's what I was going to say. It's like you don't need more than 2.
Yep. Once built, the force field generator will be displayed on the interface. It creates a shield that protects the rooms on the side it has been built on. It absorbs alien shots until it's destroyed. You can't repair it. If destroyed, you have to tell it to remove it from the board, or Iris tells it to remove from the board, and we have to rebuild a new one, obviously. And then lastly is repair a room. So same stuff. And then here we just tell Iris if we do that, once it's rebuilt, rebuilding room, yada, yada, over. And that's so that way Iris will add it into the game again. And then we have the help and crystal. So almost done through the rulebook here. Yep. Pretty easy so far, which is awesome. It sounds like the app does a lot of the remembering of stuff, which is cool. We have to just remember just to tell the app to do stuff.
Yeah. And the help is pretty simple here. So during your phase, this is that third action you can take. So Nick went over how you move, and then how you do your tinkering, and all the other actions. So you have that tinkering, you have the shooting, you have the piloting. So your third part of your phase turn order is to do help. So crew members can play together at the same time to perform their movement, their action, and their help in the order they choose. So giving help, that is what this little coin, poker chip looking coin is for. Every crew member can help another. Place your help token in a room or in one of the rooms you've crossed during movement. So you can just drop your help token off. This is the only one you can do during movement.
Nice.
A help token can be placed in a room before a crew member uses it to perform an action. So using help, take the help token, place in the room. You can take it before or after your die roll. Choose a bonus amongst help 1, 2, or 3 as indicated on the card of the character who is helping and add it to your roll. So for example here,
That's cool.
on my card, I have the ability to, during a tinker action, gain 1 level of tinkering. So if Nick were to have rolled a 1, he could then pick up my help token if I was in that room and make it a 2.
Nice. That's cool. I like that you can drop it off like as you're moving. You can like, okay, I'm going here. So you're like, I'm gonna boom, give you some help, and then go to my spot. That's cool.
And then again, all of these, help number 1 is going to be consistent, which allows you to re-roll a die. Help numbers 2 and 3 will change. We will go over what those are for our specific characters once we start the actual playthrough in probably about 5-10 minutes or so. Help number 3 can only be used, and it shows a little picture of it, if you own a prosperity card, but the prosperity card has to be of the matching color. So on my card here, I have unlock green prosperity.
Mine's gray.
No, it's not. It's red.
Oh, I was looking at the arrow because your arrow.
No,
you said green, so they get this green. Yeah, mine's red.
So you have to have a prosperity card of that color to use it. A crew member cannot use their own help token. So that's important. So you can't just drop it and use it yourself.
That makes sense. You can't give yourself a helping hand.
Yep. And here it shows a full example. I'm not going to go through it, but it shows an example of this person moved, did this person did a help, and all of that. So it just shows you kind of how a turn order would work. The crystals. So as we've seen throughout the game, we can earn these crystals. They go into these center slots here. Crystals allow you to get prosperity cards. Crew members earn crystals throughout a variety of actions. If you roll the die and get a crystal symbol, you don't earn the crystal if you re-roll the die. So very important. So if you get it, it's not like you automatically get that and add on the second die. You don't get the first die's results at all. So if you did a help to re-roll a die and you roll a crystal the first time, you can't just take that crystal and then re-roll the die.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You have to,
yeah. Well, sometimes it's like, oh, you got it, now you get to do it, Like we did in our Sonic roll, you could like take a thing and then do it, Let's get to that. The crystal you earned are placed in the prosperity dispenser in the Nexus. With 2 players, you'll need 4. So it tells you here, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then there's a 3 and a 4.
Okay.
So we only need 4 to fill the dispenser. As soon as the dispenser is full, remove the 4 crystals, and we each draw a prosperity card.
Nice. That's cool.
The prosperity cards are items and pieces of gear which improve your abilities. So piloting, shooting, tinkering, the spark, and crew.
So 1 doesn't give you a prosperity card, but like when you get 4, we both
get
1. Got it. Okay, cool.
So again, to call out these cards here, so you have all these different cards. Each color is corresponding. So blue is tinkering. It shows the symbol in the upper right-hand corner for all of these. There are gear cards. So for example, this one here has a little backpack in the corner. That's a gear card versus this, which is an item card. And it tells you at the very top. It'll say gear versus item. So you have the name of the card. You have a description of what the card does. The cards with the icon of Iris can only be activated by Iris. To use it, tell the sentence written on the prosperity card to Iris. So it'll literally have a picture of Iris here, and it'll say, place the cat in blank room. And that's how you use this cat pack, whatever that does. Item cards. Items are disposable, and you must discard them once you've used them. Some items must be placed in rooms, and they are discarded when it's destroyed. Crew members in the same room can exchange items freely.
Nice.
Crew member can own as many items as they want.
Okay.
Gear is a permanent owner effect. They cannot be exchanged. You can only have 3 pieces of gear as shown on your board.
Yep.
Yep. And unless it says otherwise, they're used during your phase, not the enemy's phase.
Got it.
And then the last thing we have to call out here are environments and events. So that's where this deck up here comes into play. So in space, not everything is the same. The outer wilds are rife with deadliest environments, but the riders are familiar with them. Since aliens are harassing them, they must take advantage of these different regions of space while avoiding damaging the spark. Or worse. Iris, the path of our mission is unique, and the environments we'll go through will have positive and negative effects on your ship and on your actions. She'll inform you in real time if the environments, or as of the environments we're traveling through. So you start with space. Space, everything is kosher. As you go through each of the other environments, things will happen.
As everyone knows, in space, everything is kosher.
I'm not going to read what each of these environments do, because I want that to be a surprise for both of us.
Yeah, that's fine.
But the environment cards will remind you of the effects. It'll tell you if it's a bonus, a penalty, a danger, or an impossible effect. It'll show you how it affects piloting, tinkering, etc. Also, during your mission, various events and secondary missions will occur. Completing them earns you bonuses and improves your mission score.
There's only 3 environments?
Huh? No, 6.
They're double-sided?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because only one's active at a time.
Got it. Oh, because it'll tell us. Yeah.
So there's various events that can happen that boost your score. Some of the rooms can become contaminated, and that's these purple little tokens, or pink, whatever, tokens here. So for the alien contamination, crew members can cross a contaminated room but cannot perform actions inside them. You must use their action from an adjacent room connected by an open airlock to get rid of the contamination. So for example, if the cargo bay is contaminated, if I'm in the bridge here, I have to use my only action for that turn to get rid of that as long as this door is open. So if I'm here, I cannot view the cargo bay because it's currently not open. The event marker, that is this little symbol.
Yeah, we'll take it out. That way we can.
A crew member must use their action to complete the event. And then Iris will tell you the sentence to say in order to trigger the event.
Cool.
Several events can happen in the same room. Then we have the orange little squares right there. So the orange squares, there should be 2 different ones. Yep. So first you have cargo. So this is the one that has a little crate or a little box on it. A cargo is placed in the room of the spark. If it's destroyed, the cargo is lost for good. So this is probably going to be what you're delivering. So if cargo's in the bridge, and let's say you have 4 cargo, that cargo's gone if that room's destroyed. This probably could be a secondary event. I don't think this is the main cargo. The second one is this little question mark dude. This is the VIP room. Again, placed in a room. If it's destroyed, the VIP is lost.
Oh no.
So that'll be 4 extra bonus points.
Because we're transporting people to... Well,
so
and probably help us.
Then it gives credits to all of the people who were involved in the production of this game. The Arkada Studios being the main producer.
Yep.
And it says join our Discord community, our website, and etc.
All right.
And again, so on the last thing is on the back here, it does give a quick rule set. We won't need that. I'll give Nick one of these.
Yeah, and we have on the back side. You don't put anything on these, so you can just flip your finger.
Oh, I was just going to do this.
Yeah, I'm going to save space.
Whatever.
Because
I'm Steve, so.
Well, I'm on the board.
That's true.
And I'm just going to literally be able to flip it over.
But
yeah, on the back of the card, that's actually not the same as the rules reference, so we're probably going to still want that, by the way. It's not that this isn't the same as on the back then.
Yeah, it is. Pretty much. This just goes a little bit more in depth, but it's pretty much the same steps to say crew members phase, movement, pilot, shooting.
Yeah. But, I mean, so on the back of this, it has a reference for each of the actions. That's it, really. At the top, it says kind of what you can do. But it tells you on here what you have to say, which is probably the main thing to remember is how to speak to Iris.
All right. So that was our live learn for us, because we haven't played this game before. So, again, as you saw, we unboxed it. This is all brand new to us. So what we're going to do is take a quick break. We'll set up everything, make sure everything is ready to go and shuffled.
We'll do the shuffling. We'll wait to set anything up because the app will tell us what to do.
But like shuffling and getting the decks ready. And then we'll be back.
I think.
Yeah, I got to see how these add in or not.
Oh, we should add them in.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, they're just prosperity cards, clearly.
But they were set up, there were 3 separate sets. So why, there has to be a reason why these were in the main box.
What do they look like?
They look like the same. But these were from the side box. These were in the main box, just in a different bag. So the question is, why weren't they with those already?
Prosperity.
They're all called prosperity
Also
cards.
prosperity on the bottom.
But they were separate from those. There has to be a reason they were separate from those.
Maybe.
There's no reason they would have packaged given a whole separate package.
It would have said something in the rule book.
Or maybe she's going to tell us something. I don't know. I'm just going to put them here for right now anyway.
I don't know. But they don't look any different.
No, because they look the same.
Right, so they would have a signifier that would make them different.
They have a C. Oh, yes. They have a C in the bottom corner.
Okay, so those are probably character specific then.
What are those?
It says an R.
And this is P for the prosperity deck.
Yeah, so those.
So these can get mixed.
Yes, those are probably character specific. Does it say what you start with?
No, that's why I'm assuming she will tell us.
Maybe? Okay.
I think that's why I didn't shuffle it. Nick's trying to break the game already.
I mean, I assume we're going to end up shuffling them all in anyway. But
Or maybe only some of them because it's a 2-player game. I don't know.